Alright, should be back. Yep. Sometimes that shit happens, where the fucking mic doesn't work. When I put my computer in sleep mode and come back, I have to make sure to like close out OBS and shit before I put it in sleep mode. It's an issue with putting your computer in sleep instead of turning it off. A bunch of those little issues. The Horcus. Oh, great. Hey, now cool, man. Oh, yeah, thanks for the bits, dude. You've been watching some commercials, man? I have been behind on my commercial watching myself. I don't know what kind of... how generous Twitch has been lately with their commercial bits. Thank you very much, man. I don't know why the alert didn't work either. That's another thing where my computer in sleep mode causes issues. You crazy. Oh, more enemies. The chupacabra. Food, I don't think you can capture food normally, you have to like create them, so.
Burrows.
Well, they blew that person away, which means they're not going to be back for a while. They have to randomly find their way back into your party. Sucks. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good, man. We're gonna be playing for about 10.5 hours, probably. Then I have to go finish some stupid shit back at the, my old house. There's more shit that needs to be cleaned. I gotta go do that. 2 bits per ad, really? Is that all they get nowadays? Did they lower it? It used to be like at least like 10 to 20 per. If you're lucky, 50 and sometimes 100. 2 bits per ad, really? That's it? Maybe they were losing money on it, I don't know. Or they're just being assholes. But yeah, we'll have to hop off here eventually. I'll go fucking drive for like 2 hours, an hour total, and like there and back, and fucking clean dumb shit. I might be back after that, or I might try to take a nap and fix my sleep schedule. I'm gonna be watching a movie that night too, so probably just be this 10 hours. Maybe the mobile ones, I don't know. Could be. I'm already carrying too many beads, really, that's a thing. I gotta go sell some. Oh, great. That's really odd though. No, I'm only 30 minutes away, man. If that. I was only moving like a town away. I used to live down here. I used to live like 30 seconds from here. I live in an apartment complex next to the one I used to live in. Yeah. Apparently people have a bunch of shit in the garage, and since it's technically a group area, we're all going to come back, clean it. Whatever, man. I'm just looking to being done with that shit. I'm long done with that fucking house, but still shit happening. It'll be good. We finish with it. I see that Annihilation movie. I don't know if anybody here has seen that yet. I don't think anybody had. I mentioned it in Discord. I don't know how good that movie did. It looked pretty hype, but I think they didn't really promote it very much. It's made by the guy who did Ex Machina, which was really good. It's supposed to be a solid movie, but I think it's too popular. I need to sell some shit too. I guess we get to Teal first.
It's your pleasure.
My 3DS stream thing crashed recently.
What?
When I turned off OBS for some reason, that crashes the stream thing. I might have to do some resetting here. It's not looking amazing.
If you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out.
Any new quests?
I'll register that as a new quest.
Oh, there is new quests. Jesus.
If you've got business, then hurry up and spit it out. Yo. That's right.
Full succulent pork.
You just leave. That's right.
That's right.
You just leave the... That's right. If you've got business, then hurry.
We'll see what these new quests are.
Each other alive again.
Going pretty hard on the quests and shit, but usually get like new bosses every time and stuff, so that's always cool. Oh, there's just one. Okuninushi? I think that's how to say it. I don't know. Okay. That's a pretty high level quest, man. Well, we'll try it. The Konda Shrine to the far north of Kasumigaseki. Okay.
I'll appraise those for you. Welcome. Any other... What do you want to sell?
Can only have 10 beads. Is Nocturne essentially the same game or what? No, Nocturne's the third game. It's a PS2 game. It's all 3D. There's not like really side quests. There's just a shitload of main story. It's really good. Really good. It's nice. There's Shin Megami Tensei 1, 2, 3, which is Nocturne. It's like a better version of SMT3. It's got like Dante and then a special ending you can get. There's 4. There's Apocalypse, which is the sequel to 4. And then there's Strange Journey, which is kind of like somewhere in there. It was what originally was supposed to be 4, but for some reason, since it's not in Tokyo, they decided to make it a different game. It's still SMT though. Those are the main games. I mean, you got the spin-offs like Digital Devil Saga, which is more kind of traditional JRPG, where you have only like a set amount of characters and there's more story. There's Persona, which you know about Persona. There's like the Raito series, which are like action games. There's Soul Hackers and Devil Survivor Overclocked or some shit. Those are, I don't know how those play, but those are some spin-offs too. But if you're gonna play one, you'd play SMT3 Nocturne. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne on the PS2. Play them as a tactical RPG. That might be Soul Hackers? Or maybe that's Devil Survivor Overclocked. There's 2 of the Devil Survivor games on 3DS. Those might be the tactical RPGs. The series started with Megami Tensei. Like Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei. Those are like on the NES or some shit. And then after the second one of those, it's Shin Megami Tensei. And that's what started spawning everything. And I haven't played the first 2 Shin Megami Tenseis. They're like SNES, I think. Devil Survivor games are tactical RPGs? Okay, there you go. Yeah, if you want to get into the series, I'd start with SM23. If you care at all.
Thanks.
Shin Megami Tensei 3, man.
What do you want to sell?
Or if you haven't done Persona, those are cool too. Chakra Drop.
Thanks. What do you want to sell?
Oh, XP. Let's skip those, okay. Yeah, SMT3, it's hard like this one, but there's a little less bullshit, and it's all just main story stuff. It's not, once you figure out the combat, it's just fun. It's got a great, I thought it had a great curve, like, you don't have to grind at all. I mean, you can, but you don't have to, and there's just enough side content and extra bosses and stuff if you want it. It's a good game. It's got good music too.
What do you want to sell?
But I mean, it is a pretty hardcore JRPG still at the end of the day. It's difficult. Difficult but fun.
Thanks.
The story doesn't matter. The only ones that tie together are this game and Apocalypse. Maybe 1 and 2? I think 1 and 2 are linked together. But if you're skipping them anyways, it doesn't matter. Nah, Nocturne, there's like references in some of these to like other shit, but not really an SMT. Persona, like 4 references, 3 occasionally. 5 references, 4, and just like Easter eggs. They're pretty much most SMT games are their own thing. Like if you did Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, those are linked together. You need to play those in order. They're pretty much just one game. The length equals like one long JRPG. Those are great too. Those are easy to get into. They're a lot less confusing. They have the same combat.
What do you want to sell?
Yeah, no problem, man. Just let me know if you do start it. No pressure. No pressure. No. You gotta start. More than willing to talk about it.
What do you want to sell?
They're pretty good. They're pretty worth it.
Thanks. What do you want to sell? Come again.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of story. This one has more story than 3. 3's more an atmosphere. I mean, it's got story. It's not like there's nothing, but this one has like voices and shit. Like 3 doesn't really have that. SMT5's coming out on the Switch here apparently at some point too. That could be cool. Alright, let's see if we can do this side quest. I doubt it, but it's possible.
This is the Shinjuku terminal. What do you want to do, Master?
This is the Shinjuku terminal.
Activate. We're here. What should we do? Oh?
Whoops. I was right next to the elevator, I keep doing that. Wish this teleporter was at the top, not the fucking bottom of this area. Persona 3 is where I want to start. 5 is much more convenient since I can just borrow it from a friend. Yeah, if you want to start with the SMT series, yeah, I mean, Persona 3 is fine. I think Persona 3 is the worst of the Personas, but it's still a good game. Or the worst of the 3 good Personas. Yeah, I mean, 5 is the best. I think 5's the best, then 4, and then 3. But if you ever plan on playing all of them, you should start from 3 because you won't like 3 after you play 5 and 4. 3's got a lot of bullshit. Just play the PS2 version of 3. I mean, you can play the PSP version, I guess, too. There's nothing wrong with doing Persona. If you don't like Slice of Life, though, I mean, SMT is pretty much... it's the same combat as Persona, just harder and less Slice of Life. And usually more M-rated, I guess. They're all good. I mean, I like Persona, so it's hard for me to say. Yeah, you could give it a try. I mean, if you don't care about Persona 3 like at all, you could just start with 5. That's gonna be really hard to come back. 4 is still probably good. I would do 4. I'd at least do 4 first if you're gonna skip one of them. Do you have that on the emulator? Yeah, that's a good version apparently to do. I did the PS2 version on an emulator. If you can get through 3. 4 is good though. 4 is usually where people really, the series really started kicking off. Well, if you don't like that story shit and the slice of life, then just know that the other games don't really have that much story. Like this one, SMT3, it's a lot more gameplay and visuals and like music and shit. Yeah, that's just kind of on you. I'd always say start with 3 and then move up.
That's right.
For the Persona side of things. I'm trying to think what the best like SMT game is to start with. I feel like for the average Joe, just like, because these games are a little more niche, you know, like, because they're a little harder, a little more crazy. I feel like it'd be Persona. I don't know after that. Probably SMT3 Digital Devil Saga. Digital Devil Saga is more traditional, is why. Huh. Yeah, I think Kalitsu played Persona 3 Portable. He said he liked that one. SMT is extremely hard. I mean, it's hard for a turn-based JRPG. They aren't. I don't think JRPGs are like that hard compared to some genres. Oh, they're hard though. Yeah, I mean, It's not insane. You just use your buffs and make sure you're always working on your team. It's not like that bad. It's not insanely hard. At the end of the day, you can still like grind or something, you know?
Welcome to the cathedral.
There's a lot of
Shadows,
bullshit.
where demons gather.
You gotta make sure you're saving all the time. Like, you could just get in a fight and then just get like one shot, you know? Like, that kind of shit happens a lot.
Now,
Persona 3 is full of shit like that. Persona 3 Portable is supposed to be a lot easier, though. Because in the original Persona 3, the one I played, you can't control your party members. They kind of just do their own thing. But in Persona 3 Portable, you can. And that's supposed to make it a little more unbalanced. But it's probably a lot less painful. Maybe it's a good place to start. There's a lot of one-shots in Persona 3 as well. One of those where if the main character dies, then the game's over too, so a one-shot's pretty gnarly. I don't know. I'd say they're definitely harder than your average JRPG. They're not like comfortable games. Like, you know, when I play like a Final Fantasy, it's like I'm not worried about getting fucked. I know it's probably gonna be pretty easy. I could just kind of chill and think up some general strats, some simple strats that aren't that, you know, crazy, and just breeze through it. SMT you're getting into a little more. I think the hardest SMT is supposed to be Soul Hackers. That's what I hear, at least. That one was on the DS. I think it might have gotten remade, or that might be the remake. I've heard Soul Hackers is really fucking hard. I think that's a first-person dungeon crawler. Yeah, they stopped doing the shit where the main character dies, new game over, and maybe in Persona, is Persona 4, do they do it? I don't think it's in 5. Well, 5's easy enough. 5's got a decent challenge. When is it? In SMT4, it's fine. SMT3, if you die, then it's game over, but SMT3 is fine. It's not a big deal. The main character has resistances to one-shots. Unless you're playing on hard mode, which is just fuck you mode. Don't do that on your first time. I mean, you can, if you really hate yourself. But on normal, I think the main character on SMT3 has resistances to getting fucking destroyed instantly, so... It happens. You just kind of have to, like, just take it. That's, you know, for fun. In this game, it happens, but it's a lot more forgiving. You can save everywhere. In SMT3, you have to find save points and shit. And Persona's like... Persona has one dungeon. Persona 3 does. And you just keep working your way up this dungeon, and there's like story bits and slice of life as you go. You do leave the dungeon occasionally for other gameplay sections, but that's mainly where the gameplay is, outside the slice of life, which is the best part of Persona 3. I think. Like Persona 3, I feel like the slice of life's the best part, and maybe the general story. 4's got a good mix, but 5's gameplay and story is good. That's nice. Yeah, just save when you can in P3. I mean, if you're using an emulator, man, I'll tell you what, dude, just save state on every floor or something, man. I started doing that after a bit. Not because, like, we needed it. It was just, like, kind of annoying to redo, like, a bunch of floors just because you got one shot. I think Persona 3 is portable is not as bad though. So you might be okay actually. But Persona 3 FES, which is the PS2 one, was like, I just saved state at the beginning of every floor and just redid each floor instead of the like whole fucking thing. It was like really boring after a while. Normally I wouldn't resort to save states, but it was just tedium over difficulty.
Oh.
This quest has a high difficulty level. Not expecting much. The music's great in all the games though. I don't know. I'm probably overloading. Probably talking a little too much about the series, but yeah, I mean, I'd never recommend save stating a lot. Don't do it in any of them except Persona 3. And Persona 3 you might not want to. I don't know if they balanced the game differently. They might have. It was purely just to, because like sometimes if you don't get the first hit, you see how when I'm on the field I smack them. If you don't get that, you will probably game over in Persona 3 on PS2. Like from my experience, there's a real chance that every enemy you walk into has a one-shot Mamado. It's a dark move that like one-shots people. And you just will fucking die, and that's it, and you have to restart just for something stupid, you know? Persona 3 Portable might not have that. It might be totally fine. I'm not sure exactly, but... Each game's combat's a little different too. Each one does a couple different things, but once you've played one of them, you kind of get the idea of all of them. Like you'll see a lot of repeat enemies, and they'll like have different resistances or something in one game. Or some of the buffs and debuffs work a different way. Like I think in Persona they're like temporary. In this game they're permanent, and like they stack differently. But it's pretty cool. Go ahead and Media. Great. Media here. Try Zionga. This guy might not have any traditional weaknesses. The buffs are actually working pretty well right now. Let's go ahead and just heal. There we go. Found the weakness. The sleep. Great. Wake the fuck up. I mean, if you really give a shit, like really hardcore, technically Persona 3 FES has an expansion. It's like a 20-30 hour expansion that is just this balls hard, like, second part of the story for Persona 3, but it's called The Answer. I didn't do it. Some people don't recommend it, some people do. It's like playing the game on hard mode from scratch, but like, it's all just gameplay outside like the very end. And a couple cutscenes in between. If you end up just dying for content, I guess technically you could do Persona 3 FES then. You might just look that up in a video though. That's what I did. I didn't care enough to play through that. I was kind of done with Persona 3 when I finished it. Oh, really? Too bad I did more damage than that. Oh, dude, that smirk, man. Fuck, dude. That smirk damage. You're not asking too many questions, man. I'm throwing too much at you. I feel like I'm just non-stop talking about it. There are multi-character swap through, like 3 or 4. I only ask because I tend to get overwhelmed with damn near 2 handfuls of characters swap through. Persona 3 has like it's not like these games where you can just fill your party with demons. So how it works is the main character has his persona. He has a roster of personas, and it works like this game where you can combine them and use different personas, right? And so that's just, you know, you fuse together ones and you pick which one you want, and you can switch between those in the battle. That's what the main character does. Your party members, though, they have one persona, and there's like 6 party members or something. You don't have to level up all of them if you don't want to. There was a lot of party members I never even used once. I always used the same one. I always do that in JRPGs. I have the dream team. I always just pick the people I like and I just roll with them the whole way, and the game won't stop you from doing that. I don't think. And since you can control the party members, there's a little more control in general. There is extra party members though. You do have to make some choices. They just kind of sit in the lobby and you just pick which people you want to bring. Sometimes certain people won't be available, but they'll let you know ahead of time and you could just plan your days around it. It's not a big deal. It's even less of a deal in the later games. 3's got a little bit more of that bullshit, like if you overuse somebody, I think they got rid of it. There's a thing where if you overuse somebody, they get like tired or sick or something, and you can get sick. I think Persona 3 Portable doesn't have that, which is good, because that was fucking stupid. Because I would always want to stay in the dungeon for as long as I could without going back and having to heal, because then I have to come back on another day. But they would have this sickness shit where you'd pretty much decrease your stats by 50%. I'm just like, fuck, dude. I think they dropped that into Portable. Another good reason maybe to play Portable. Yeah, there are extra party members. It's not a big deal though. You don't have to level them all if you don't want to. More gimmicky BS. That's only in the PS2 version. It's not that bad. If you want to be like super autistic and like just fucking, you know, I mean, the game is laid out. Okay, so the general gist of Persona 3 and all the Personas is you get your dungeon and you're supposed to work your way through the dungeon, and in between that, you know, you do it over multiple days, and in between you do like slice of life and shit. But if you want to be an asshole, you can just do the dungeon all the way up until the point they stop you in one fucking day. And then like But that system was in there to like make it harder to do that, but I think they got rid of it. It's not that way in Persona 4 and 5 either. I just go through the whole dungeon the first time. As long as you have the mana, it's fine. You'll have to probably take a break eventually, but no. Try not to get too caught up in maxing out all of the slice of life shit too. Those are called the social links. Each time you hang out with somebody, your social link improves. It's really hard to get every single character maxed out. We did it in Persona 3 and 5 the first time. But fuck. You gotta be caring way too hard. You have to actually like be really optimal and plan your days and weeks out like in advance. You have to make sure to give everybody the right gifts and shit, and you're pretty much attached to a guide. You can do it blind, but don't worry about it. You're not gonna get everybody. Just look up the stories for some of the people you don't finish. Yeah, Persona 3 has a couple more gimmicks. It's the first Persona that really starts the slice of life shit out. Persona 1 and 2 are more like grid-based, kind of weird gameplay. Never tried to max out shit in RPGs? Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying you might want to in Persona because the social links are the story. Like, they're like the side stories. And some of them are really good. And when you max them out, you can unlock certain demons and shit. Kingdom Hearts? Oh, okay. Yeah. But you can always look them up. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it, is you could just watch them online if you really want. I wouldn't let it hamper your playthrough. Persona 3's already got enough issues. It's a great game, but I think you can pick a male or a female main character in Persona 3 Portable. The PS2 version's only the male, so if you want to stay like canon, just go with the male, I guess. That's how they get you, yeah. But the chick was just for the portable version. I think she has a lot of new music and shit. It's supposed to be pretty cool. They switch a few characters up to make sense with her. So I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Persona 3 Portable's more 2D too. I think everything plays out more like a VN in between the fights. I don't even know how much you explore the towns. In the PS2 version, you actually like are walking around the town and shit. Whole 99 unlock the strongest magic. Yeah, it's always that way in Persona. Like if you want to make like the devil or like, you know, like shit like that, like Satan and like Shiva might be one sometimes. Like some of those guys are like, you have to get max rank with somebody. You can still make some of the best dudes without it, but like in Persona 4, you can only get, I think, the best guy in New Game Plus. Play Persona 4, play Persona 4 Golden. You can totally not play Golden and it's fine, but Golden's just got more content. That's the Vita version. Which is kind of, I don't know. If you have a PS TV, if not, I guess just play Persona 4. Fuck it. Yeah, I need to play Legend of Legaia. That guy wasn't that hard. I mean, you can still get really good stuff, but there are unique guys you can't get without maxing certain people's friend S-links. Damn, this is quite the upgrade. That boss supposed to be that hard? Like, what the fuck, dude? Only 3 characters? Yeah. I've always been a fan of, that kind of thing. I mean, I like having the options, but when like I don't mind having options, but when I do have options, I just pick 3 people and I just roll with it. Like that's it. Like I'll test everybody out once, but it's rare. I've really never had like a JRPG make me level everybody up though, which is good. Usually they know not to do that.
Behold my demons!
Don't play the sequel, not unless you feel somehow obliged to do so. It ain't worth it. Sometimes I do feel kind of like obliged to do shit like that. Just especially if they're really bad, I kind of feel like I need to know. But if it's that bad, maybe not. Boom. And see, that was an insta-kill that I did. That shit happens a lot. SMT3, that happens a lot. But it's not as much of a pain in the ass in SMT3. SMT3 is like twice as long as this game, too. SMT3, just a casual playthrough. Doing like all the side bosses and shit. Getting all the Magatamas and stuff. Or the Mitamas, whatever they're called. Takes like 80, 90 hours. And there's not that much side content in that game. This game's got a lot more side content, but I don't know if the main story is as long, but I mean, it's got a sequel. Persona 3 takes... I did an autistic playthrough, where it was like really, really thorough. It took me 80 to 90 hours. So, prepare for that. Probably would take you less. When I stream, I have to talk a lot and shit too, so... surely at least a 70-hour fucking game. It was horrible, not so horrible it's good kind of way. Just bad. That's really crazy that those... I don't know how people can fuck up sequels so bad. I don't know if it's like weird development processes, like it changes hands or what it is, but... it's ridiculous. Oh, the guy who does the music for this game, or most of this game, does the music for Persona and SMT3 and pretty much most of the fucking SMT games. Oh, no, he's talking about Legend of Legaia sequel. I don't think he's played these. Yeah, I've only heard good things about Apocalypse, so hopefully that's true. Combat being improved is nice.
This is the Kasumigasa
Yeah, all good,
terminal.
mate. Understandable.
What do you want to
I could see how that would happen.
activate?
He's gonna start up Persona 3. Apparently hasn't done much SMT, so somebody recommended him doing Persona 3 first or some shit. So we were just kind of talking about sequels and some of the gameplay. Maybe what to expect. And then Legend of Legaia popped up. I always hear Legend of Legaia mentioned.
What should we do?
Combat is amazing. Cool, dude. See, I hear some people like the story for SMT also. That seems like it's more subjective. But the combat being better, I mean, that sounds like you can't go wrong with that. We'll probably do SMT for Apocalypse soon after this. Probably won't even be more than a week or two. Because I want to get Apocalypse done before Strange Journey, the remake, comes out. I don't want like a break. I don't want to play like 3 SMT games within like a month. Not that I don't like SMT, but fuck, man. That's a lot. Especially when Strange Journey is like hard as shit. Isn't Strange Journey supposed to be way harder than these ones? Hopefully Deep Strange Journey is like just as hard. Some of the maps in Strange Journey looked really fucking confusing. Alright. Let's check Kay's Tavern.
Oh, welcome, Prentice.
Story for Legend of Legaia is run of the mill. It's for the gameplay, I think will blow you away. What was Legend of Legaia on? I like going back and playing a lot of those JRPGs. My JRPG list is huge. I still have so many I need to play through. We try to get some done. Lost Odyssey and like Skies of Arcadia, Legends are pretty high on my list of shit to get done outside SMT. I always hear good things about those. But I've got a million on there.
I've checked, but
PS1, cool.
Is there anything else?
A lot of Legend game. Legend of the Dragoon. Legend of the Dragoon was really comfy. That game had cool
Come again.
combat also.
this is the new terminal. What do you want to do, Master?
Sucks they never made a sequel for that. Xenogears, yeah. The only Xeno games I've played were the Blades. 1X and 2. I'd like to play the Xeno Saga and Xeno Gears games, but see if we ever get around to it.
Activating.
Alright, let's go explore that weird area of Shinjuku that we just found.
We're
Now you got me excited for Apocalypse. That new combat sounds cool as fuck. Kunitsu Okuninushi.
Welcome to the
Okuninushi.
Cathedral of Snow.
The Minotaur. I wanna make him. It'll only take like probably 15 minutes to go get all these guys, but I also just want to continue. We'll probably make him. He's cool. Oh wait, we gotta make this asshole now too. We need to make this guy because this gets used apparently in one of these. I think it looked like King Frost. Yeah. So I need King Frost. 37. Not that far actually. Spiritual successors. I see. That's cool.
Well then.
Power. This is the dude we're after. Power. Need to get these people leveled up though. More power. Give me that booty butt cheek. Ooh. I'll go grab a drink here, monster in a sec. Okay. Look, I remember what we're gonna do. I found a new area that was like right next to this. I guess I just fell asleep and didn't walk over there or something. I mean, you have to get pretty close to actually have it appear, but it's like Shinjuku West Park or some shit.
I'll assist you.
Oh, I don't know if Persona 3 Portable... Does anybody know if you played the chick in Persona 3 Portable, do you get the baby 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 song? Just play the dude otherwise, man. If you can't get the baby baby baby, man. That's the only thing people even talk about with that game sometimes. Just the fucking stupid meme shit. Baby, 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 baby. I think they have different battle music. I mean, the baby baby gets annoying, but it's also pretty funny. My dude. I don't really do the insta kills that much. I did it a lot in SM23 because I had Daisoja. So he just had like godly, light and dark, like insta kills. I don't actually like it that much. It's a pain in the ass. I could get rid of Mipatra, but I feel like that's kind of good. I want to get rid of these. I like having the options. I mean, I'll be fine if I don't have it. It's not like there's not going to be another one later on. But... Oops. That would have been bad.
Not bad.
The needle orb. Needle dick. It's good you're trying to expand your horizons on the cloud. I respect that. I look like an asshole with these trousers on, man. She's gonna attack you? Well, wouldn't be surprised, dude. Oh, you don't have to do that either in these ones. How do you get demons in Persona 3? I forget. Oh, the cards at the end afterwards. Yeah, and this one you have to like talk to the demons and shit to get them. In Persona 3, I think it was just cards at the end of each battle. It's a lot, whatever it was a lot less painful. It's a little less fun, but it's a lot less bullshit. These are food. Somebody told me that you could only get food by combining. Apparently they're wrong. I guess. Maybe that's different, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking to them right now. Maybe you can't combine with them or something? Who knows? We'll find out. I try to talk and get most of the dudes I see. For completionism, I guess. Even though I won't 100% this game. Just more for fodder. Cool. Enigma Kambari.
Welcome to the canal.
Huh. I didn't realize that's who we needed. I mean, we can make this guy, but he's kind of like low level. Tama, Rapid Needle. Kind of shit. I guess he's null to shots, but I could just buy him with Maka. Morio is a pain in the ass because I don't have Demolingual yet. I don't need to make all of these, and I don't know if this is getting used for anything else. Enigma. Yeah, talking to demons to join you is cool. You get to do that in Persona 5. Usually it was only SMT that really let you do it, but you can do it again in 5, which is cool. 5 it's a lot easier because every dude has kind of like a certain thing you can tell that he would prefer as an answer. Like certain types of guys have like better answers. It's less RNG, and you have like extra tools and shit you can use to like persuade them. Like you could shoot the ground in front of them or something. But this one, like, it's just RNG. You just get fucked. Same with Persona, same with SM23. But they're kind of fun for that, as long as you don't get like too pissed about it. I guess we can make this guy. I mean, he's lower level, but add him to the list. Last stream. How you doing, Pengu?
Then I will perform.
Yeah, finally a stream, right? At a normal time. Almost. Not really. Not really a normal time, but earlier. Harry Jack. A demon dog of England. What is Nui from? Oh, Japanese lore. Norse. Oh, I don't want to make Harry Jack here. Yeah, we'll probably be streaming for another 9 hours.
Gather demons and come again.
Then I gotta go do some shit. The final, I have to go do something, hopefully, for a while.